First off, how are you feeling?
Yeah, good. Feel really good. Pretty much had a week off now, so yeah, I'm feeling fresh. Had a bit of a trot yesterday, and I'm excited. So it's a good time of year to be playing footy.
Didn't train on Friday?
Nah, I had a bit of a stomach bug actually, so another day off, which was nice. Spent most of the day on the couch, but I feel really good now. So I'm glad it sort of happened this week and not next week.
Did it give you flashbacks to last year, given what happened?
Briefly, yeah. I was pretty crook last year, but yeah, it's only, it's going around at the moment. We know it does, so just got to be careful. But at the same time, yeah, very thankful that we had the weekend off and I could sort of relax more so than stress about it.
Are you sort of pitching yourself that you're actually going to be able to have a proper crack at a prelim this year, given you were so underdone last year and like a number of the players probably weren't able to give you best given the circumstances?
Yeah, I think it's really exciting for the group. In general, we're really up and about. It's like I said, it's a good time to be playing football. I feel like the group itself's in a really good space. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. We just want to keep chipping away, and we'll continue to do that with main training this week, and then roll out there, through captain's runs and Friday night. So I think, yeah, in general, we're in a really good space and to attack the game.
It was a light day for you today. How's the hamstring?
Yeah, good. Yeah, no, it's going really well. It's all planned. It's sort of been really planned all year, really well, I thought, except for sort of that Gold Coast, the end of the Gold Coast game. But even then, we knew it was really minor. So the whole year's been planned out well, and we'll continue to do that until we're finished.
Did you watch any of the weekend's games, or did you tune out completely?
I watched a little bit here and there. Yeah, I didn't pick it apart like probably some of the boys do. But yeah, it's been really good to watch the finals. I think in general, it's been unreal. The games have been really close and exciting. Lots of lead changes, big comebacks as well, which shows that no team's out of it, and it's really close. So yeah, we'll need to bring our best on the day, but it's good for footy, and the crowds has been. I've mentioned it sort of after a game on the weekend. The crowds in general has been awesome to play in front of. Good to see 90 plus thousand back in the G.
You got a lot of confidence in your body then, Jeremy, just after it's been a few hamstrings, but you feel like you can really launch sort of 100%?
Yeah, for sure. I think, I felt really good this year, and it's on the back of probably the end of last year, finishing off. I think I played maybe 8 to 10 games in a row, and then got a really good off-season and pre-season into the body, and I think that's what's really important. You really set yourself up. It's hard to play catch up when you at the start of last season I hurt myself a couple of times, and then you want to get back and play as quick as possible, but the game's pretty hard to do that. You got to get a little bit of luck that to go your way, but in general it's a hard game to play when you are fully fit. So to go away and nail it was good, and then to play most of the year's been really fun. Really fun.
Through your head when you did do your hammy against the Suns, because as you said, you got through the full first 21 rounds, no issues. What went through your head?
I was definitely a little bit frustrated. It was on a bit of a chase, sort of one that you look back on, you're like, why did I even run after him? But you do it so many times in a game, so that's what's frustrating about it. Pretty much played that full game as well. So I did sort of look straight forward to finals, and thinking about that straight away, sitting there on the bench. But the whole time I sort of knew it was pretty minor. It felt a lot different it didn't even really feel like a hamstring. It was a bit more tightness and stuff. But it's always a bit scary when you've had a little bit of history there in the past. So it was good. It was a relief 2 days later when I got the scan back, and it was like really, really minor. So then I could just get to work over the bye and get back.
Who's the best form of your career,
it's hard to sort of speak about it. It's a lot different, I think. Probably got a slightly different role here. I'm playing alongside Hawk, which is different again. To have another key forward that plays different to me in the same forward lines, been really enjoyable to not only learn from him but to work with him, and work with the other forwards as well. It's been fantastic. So it's hard to sort of comment on that. It's been a really enjoyable year for me and the club, and as a forward line group, we're having a lot of fun, and we want to continue that. So it's hard to sort of sit back and say, was this year better than, maybe when was it, 19 year or whenever. But I haven't kicked as many goals, but I've had a lot of fun.
Is the best opportunity for the Cats to win a flag?
This year, I think it is. Yeah, I think no, it's definitely a great opportunity. We're down to there's 4 teams left, and I think you look at your list and how healthy it is this time of year, and we're in a good space there, and everyone's energised and ready to go, and we want to attack whatever's in front of us. So it's a really good opportunity for sure. So it's something that we want to grab.
Do you think Collingwood's added to the intrigue this year, coming from 17th last year, and all of a sudden, in some people's eyes, hot favourites for the flag? Are you surprised by that?
I'm not surprised that teams can do that and come from the bottom of the ladder. I think it depends on a lot of things, and probably I'm not sure exactly. Like, I don't watch a hell of a lot of footy, but they might have had some injuries. They had a bit of a different game style, so you change up a few things, and you have some youth coming through. You keep everyone on the park. Wonderful things can happen, and I feel like they got a bit of a roll on and won a few close games and kept that really going. You can gain momentum, and it's a tough, even competition. And if you can keep on winning and gain that momentum, just like in games, when you get great momentum, it can be hard to stop. So they got that this year, and they're playing some really good footy.
Is the option for you to go to a centre bounce still on the table?
It's there for sure. I've sort of gone away from it a bit, but it's a lot of credit goes to the coaches for sure. Scotty and Nigel, who I work with closely, and giving players a license to do different things and change things up at any given time, and a lot of it sort of player led on the field, which we like here, and we like to change things up. So whether that comes up, it might happen, it might not, but it's good to have that option.
Jake's Hopper looked like he's headed to Richmond, but Geelong was linked to him. Did he seek your counsel at all about the Cats, and was he on the phone to you at all?
I spoke to Jacob for sure. He's we had a good relationship up at the Giants, and he's a good fella, and wherever he ends up, I think it's going to be the Tigers now. Good on him. He's a really exciting player. He probably didn't have the year he'd like this year, just with a few injuries early on, and then, like I was saying, it's hard to get going mid-season. Wish him all the best for the future, and I'll be watching closely for sure.
You say you don't watch a lot of games of footy during the year. Is that just your way of managing, being part of this industry and this environment, or do you just prefer to do other things on the weekend?
I probably prefer to do other things. I really enjoy a good game of footy, and if it's going to be close, I quite like watching the last quarters and stuff, and getting, I still get really invested in games, even when it's got nothing to do with me. I was a big fan growing up, and watched a lot more footy when, before I started playing footy. I'm normally outside doing something, and if I'm not out there doing it, then it's probably not going to get done. So I like to enjoy my weekends that way, and I won't change it up now either. Hopefully we get the win on Friday, and then I'll be back out on the farm doing something Saturday and Sunday.
Touched on just the health of the team. Could you be any better placed to launch for the last 2 weeks? Like, finished on top of the ladder, a few weeks off, healthy list on the whole. You feel like basically primed and ready to go?
Well, I think we've just ticked off what we want to be. We wanted to finish as high as we could on the ladder, which every team does, and then from there just win. So I feel like we're in a good spot, exciting spot. I think that's the main thing. As a group, we're really excited for the firstly this game, and then whatever comes after that. So we'll narrow our focus as the week rolls on, and it's just a really exciting time for the whole group, not only myself.
Massive Braden,
Some really lovely news from skipper and
for his partner, Britt. How excited was that for the group to hear today?
Yeah, awesome. I think they rolled it out last night over social media, and such a exciting time for them for sure. They're both great people. I met Jolie quite a few times throughout different events, before I rocked up at Geelong, and he's just a great person that gives so much back to, people within Geelong, but also the wider AFL community as well, and Britt's exactly the same, Queen Britt. So she, it's awesome news, isn't it, to see them so happy like that, and it was pretty cool seeing him this morning, that's for sure.
Going back to your decision to leave the Giants and come here, does it feel like vindication? Obviously last year you were away in the hub and you're injured throughout the year. You come here now, you're playing in a big final at the MCG, you've got one hand on the cup potentially. So is this what you came here for?
I think definitely. At the time, there's a whole range of reasons, which I've stated many times. Family being a big one, but also you want to play in big finals and win it all. That's at the end of the day, that's what you're here to do, and I'm excited by that. It's going to be great to have. You mentioned sort of last year it was a bit tough. Injury-wise, but also, the hub still, I think it's widely known I didn't really like the hubs that much, but we got through that, and then, this year it's felt a lot more normal, I think, just normal, and really excited to have all the family and friends along, not just mine, but everyone else's at the club, and hopefully we can pack out the G again, and that's what we're here to do.
Do you ever have a media scrum like this at Giants?
Don't think so. Maybe when I got suspended a few times, but that's about it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.